Get comfortable, take a breath. Because this trait took me years to teach without crying. And I still sometimes want to cry when I teach it. This trait, this is intense. When I asked you to look at the people around you who had a white line above their lip, this is where their lip used to be before they were told, be a man. It's not okay to talk about your feelings. And so they bit their lip until it literally went away. How often in our society are men and women told, don't talk about your feelings, man up, keep a stiff upper lip. Who's heard about that? Yeah. That's literally what we're talking about.
Females are taught that sometimes too.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I have been growing my lip for years. And I've watched it come and go in the mirror, sometimes daily. We lose our top lips when we learn it's not safe to talk about how we feel. We don't trust words about feelings. People with a very thin top lip tend to speak to the point. They're concise and they want you to be too. Is that true for you?
Less and less as time goes on. But yeah.
Has your lip grown?
That's hard. I don't know. I look in the mirror every morning and check out my lip.
But you will after this.
I will after this, yes. Yes, I will.
Because this is truly fascinating. When I took my daughter to swim classes, and when she was 7, and there was a little boy in there who had such a thin top lip that I was really quite shocked. And so I told his mum, hey, listen, are you aware that this is actually a face trait? And it's encourage him to talk about how he feels. She was a good mum, so she did exactly that. She really encouraged the child to talk about his feelings, and over the summer we watched that child's lip grow. It was mind-boggling. It never got to be huge, but at least it got to be some kind of, something other than that. It's fascinating. I know that you've done an awful lot of internal work, and I would eat my hat if you don't have a bigger lip now than you did before. In fact, I knew you a few years ago, and your lip was thinner. Choice supersedes everything, including genetic traits. But babies aren't born with really thin top lips normally, are they?
No.
This is something we learn. We learn not to trust words about feelings. If you have somebody with a thin top lip talk to you about how they feel, then for goodness sake, shut up and listen. Because if you don't, they will never take that risk with you again. It is incredibly hard for somebody with a thin or colourless top lip to talk about how they feel. They can't do it. Don't nag them to. If you nag somebody to talk about their feelings, they're going to get sarcastic and resentful, and they will be shut down. So ask them instead what they think. What do you think about this? That will often reach them. We're talking about feelings. No, I've learned that's not safe. I'm not going to do it. And they don't really want to listen to you talk about your feelings either for endless amounts of time, actually. So if you're going to talk about your feelings, please, telegram, not a novel. And touch will often reach them, especially if they've got low eyebrows. Non-sexual, non-demanding, loving touch What do you think about this? Then shut up and hold space. Loving space. Because if you say even a word, you risk shutting them down. Have you noticed that's true? All y'all with thin top lips? How easy is it for you to talk about how you feel? How many people do you share how you feel with? You'll talk about facts till the cows come home. But that's a different thing, isn't it? Is that true for you? Is it true?
Less now.
Yeah. How true was it before you started doing all of the personal growth work?
Probably 90% of the time, yeah, that's true, yeah.
Go back and check your photos. You've done an awesome job. I'm really proud of you. I too have been growing my lip through choice. If you have a thin top lip, choose somebody safe and share a little bit about how you feel and see how it's received. And maybe share a little bit more. And watch your lip grow. The bigger the top lip, the more verbal the person tends to be. In fact, it's almost as if they needed to hear what it was coming out of their mouth and going down into their ear and go, oh, I know what I was thinking. How fascinating that is. It helps, doesn't it, to know what you're thinking if it comes out of your mouth and you can hear yourself say it. Exactly. It's very important. The bigger the top lip, it must be verbally expressed. I know that you love me when you tell me. If you don't tell me, then how do I know that you love me? Is that true for you? It's true at work, actually, in relationships. How often do we get a couple like this? I don't need to tell you, okay? I go out, I bring home the bacon, you should know that I love you. No, I need you to tell me. Do you see how important this is? The bigger the top lip, the more the person needs to verbalize. And if they can't, there's a problem. And if you keep shutting them down, they're going to get angry. Is that right? Mm-hmm. Exactly. Now, again, it's because you just got the most fabulous lip. On the right side, Liz's lip is quite a bit bigger. Are you more verbal about your feelings at work than you are in relationships?
Could be. Could be. Never thought about it, but could be, yeah. Because the right side then is the father, right? Or the male.
Yeah, and work and money and
Yes.
logic and how you outpicture yourself in the world.
Right. I think so.
Yeah.
I think I'm shyer in a relationship than I am
Yeah.
at work.
Less inclined to talk about your feelings.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll see if that's safe enough. Isn't that interesting?
Mm.
Take a breath.